Good morning, guys. I hope you're all doing well despite the circumstances. And yes, I know these are uncertain times and scary times for all of us. And well, I'm here to give a little bit of encouragement and positivity to get you through your day. And I would like to remind you that you still have a choice. We still have a choice to um, we still have the freedom to choose how we're going to go about this entire situation. You know, I can look for doom scenarios and fearful things in the media, or I can just stick to looking at the facts and picking out what seems to be the most realistic, common, latest facts in the situation, and also things that can help me protect myself or strengthen my immunity, strengthen my health. You know, look for the advice and the tips that can put you in a state of encouragement, in a state of empowerment, and not much in a state of victimhood or doom scenario. You see where I'm going at, where I'm getting at. You have the choice to go this way or that way. So here you have all the panic, all the franticness, running to the supermarket, you know, me, before everybody else. Um, the worst doom scenarios you can think of, or I can go to the other side and be a support, be understanding, have patience, be calm, and trust that there is enough for everybody, and trust that it's gonna be okay. You know, we have been through so many crises as human beings, and we've always survived. We've always come out stronger. Um, Everything that in the past seemed as the worst case scenario. Remember 9/11, SARS, so many crises that we have had. And after that, we always came back to normal life again. Things went on again as if never had happened before. So, you know, just like choose, we can choose. We can choose to keep our focus on getting better, and knowing and trusting that there will be again times where we can sit outside with our friends and have a barbecue and relax and enjoy together, being together, and all the things that we are normally used to doing. However, in the meantime, we can use this time to our benefit to do all those things that we normally don't get to do. um, you know, again, we have this choice. We can either sit on the sofa all day and going in our heads around all the bad things that can happen, or we can shift that attention to some productiveness and wake up early still in the day and use the time we have at the moment. You know, this is an amazing opportunity. Never in our lives, as far as I can remember, have we had so much time to our disposal, to use to our benefit. So we can use that time and really take the juice out of it. So I can wake up early, um, shovel aside all the furniture. If I don't have any dogs, I'm lucky enough to have dogs that take me out for a run every morning, which I'm so grateful for. But if not, you know, put aside the furniture, make some space, look up some great yoga or sports exercise programs on the internet. Again, we are so blessed to have this medium, you know, in our time where we can have so much information come to us into our living room. So I can choose any program to my liking. I can experiment with different things, and really work out that body on my own pace, and with my own music that I like. And then when I'm done with that, I can go into the kitchen, gather some healthy fruits and veggies, and make a most delicious, healthy meal. I can experiment with new recipes, all these things that normally we don't have the time for. We now have the luxury of that, at least. So we can really, you know, play with all of this time and experiment with different things. You know, I can create my own spa at home and do some facial masks. I have the time, you know, I can put on a mask, and in the meantime, I read a book. If I have a bathtub, I can really lay in the bath, take a soak in there, and read pages of text. I can take an online course and study a new language. I can paint, take out some white paper or canvas or old shirts and get creative. I mean, I can go into those closets, open all those doors, and see what's even in there. Things that perhaps I haven't seen for a while, I can finally put to use or get rid of. I can use this time to really organize my stuff and find out for myself what I really use or what I really want in that space. And I wrote a post about it. Clearing out a lot of my stuff gives me space in my head as well. When there's so much stuff around, it's hard to think, it's hard to see things clearly. So getting that stuff out of the way is great. It really gives you a lot of space and clarity. And yeah, and even so, you might come across things that you haven't seen for a while, and now you have the time to actually do something with those things. You can, yes, take out those brushes and start painting. We can take those board games out of the cupboard that have the dust on it and finally sit down with our kids and play some nice board games the old fashioned way, instead of spending all of our time on the internet, getting interactive with those that are in the house with us and spend the time face to face, having some nice conversations. We can play these Pictionary games where we how do you say that, make a little act of a word and somebody else has to guess. It's like things that we haven't done perhaps for a while because we have been so inundated with the media and so focused on our phones and social media. Even so, that is also great. We can now use this time to really connect with our loved ones in a more face to face way. And if I'm alone at home, yes, and then we are blessed to have all the social media and all these devices that can give us this information, that can either, have ourselves evolve in terms of courses, or even relaxation or a meditation recording, whatever it is. The point of this whole story is that we have a choice. So I can choose to do either, the doom scenario and make that even worse for myself, get myself all panicked, or I can choose to do things that elevate my mood, that put me in a state of empowerment, that give me a state of creativity, of being innovative with my space and my resources and my time. I can make a plan even for what I could do in terms of my finances, in terms of my business. How can I get more creative with my business? Really, once you get into that direction, more ideas start to come, more ideas start to flow. As you've probably heard so many times, what I focus on grows. So if I focus on getting creative, getting that flow of innovation, more ideas come to me. Yes, energy does flow where attention goes. So the more I put my attention into the things that um, give me spark, give me light, give me, good vibrations, the more I start seeing things in that direction. Whereas if I go into the other direction, I get more of that. So, yes, at all times, I would like to remind you that you have that choice. So, obviously, stay informed, do what you have to do, but use your time productively and creatively as you have that luxury as well. So, I hope this is of help to you, and I wish you lots of love, and lots of wisdom, or send you lots of love, and I wish you lots of wisdom. And stay strong. Much love.